And hello people. Today we are on a 2000 and in fact I do not know what the year is. It's got a private plate on and I haven't done a reg check on it to see what the year is. So it's a Vauxhall Zafira. The model year, I think these are from about 2008, 9 to 2014, 15. Let's have a look. One of these ones. So I'm sure everyone will recognise it. So yeah, we're working on one of these. It's got an ABS fault. ABS warning light is on. Apparently the owner's taken it to a garage. He's had they diagnosed it as front left hub, wheel sensor, etc. which they've changed. Here's the old one. Worse for wear, and still has a fault. Now the RAC, the British Breakdown Service, have already been out and they diagnosed it as the battery being flat. So the battery's been changed recently, so I wasn't even going to bother checking it, but I did anyway to do all the basics. And first check, state of health 50%, state of charge 1%. 285 amps out of the 540. So we're just going to get it on charge now. While I start doing my diagnostic checks, just to give the battery a bit of a chance. But unfortunately, yes, already not looking good. Might be an interesting one. We'll see. We'll do this one together. So let me get this connected, and I'll be back shortly. Right. So scrap that idea. That was a 1.5 amp charger, and it wasn't going to do anything while I'm here now on the vehicle, so I decided to start the car, give it a run, get some charge in it, 14.1 volts, so I can get a healthy, clean report with no battery issues, etc. So, done a full scan. This is a 2006, actually, 2006 1.6 petrol Zafira. So we will, as you can see, we've got the ABS lights on the dash. We'll dig into it, and hopefully this one won't take too long. Let's have a look at the report. We have in the engine control unit, wrong transponder key not present, CAN bus node no communication not present, old faults. Then in the ABS TC ESP ECU control unit, we have present front left wheel speed sensor malfunction, system voltage low voltage, so we know the battery's not good, rear left wheel speed sensor circuit malfunction. So two different faults here: speed sensor malfunction, sensor circuit malfunction. So this is saying the circuit's okay, but there's a fault with the sensor. This is saying there's a fault with this circuit. The sensor might be okay. Transponder key problem not present, present mileage on the instrument control unit, mileage circuit range performance, invalid signal from CIM steering column module. Not sure what they'll be about, but maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe just need clearing out, new battery probably might solve those. So let's dig into these a bit further and see what's going on. We'll go to that module and have a little look. Trouble codes. So we've seen the trouble codes already. We'll have a look at the live data and see the operation of the front left and wait. Does anyone remember what they were again? Front left, rear right, or front left, rear left? Rear left, front left. Yeah, so both on the left. Live data. Here we go. Right, let me just put the bonnet down. No, in fact I can leave it like that. Is my battery tester disconnected? I think I can see it in the back of the van. I think I can see it. Let's hope. I will handbrake off and we'll just roll down this little driveway, and hopefully we'll see front left, rear left, front right, front left, front right, rear left. So it's these two we're looking at. Let's have a little look. Nothing. Nothing. So, no signal. Yeah, nothing. Right, so we will now, what shall we do now? What shall we do now? What do we get given here? Return pump, valve, relay, blah blah blah. Ignore all that, all the valve info. We'll most likely have to jack the car up and get to those sensors and have a little visual inspection, see what's going on. Then we will potentially have to look at some wiring diagrams and trace the sensor circuit from the sensor to the hub connect and make sure that there's a complete circuit, which is going to take some time and require wiring diagram info. So let's, just give me a few moments and I will get the next steps set up. Right, so we're going to get the front left wheel off and do continuity checks between the sensor and the ABS module under the bonnet. So I've already noticed that the front caliper is completely seized. I think it's the caliper, but it's almost impossible to turn the wheel by hand, so not really sure what's going on there, but yeah, we'll dig into it. And the nuts are on extremely tight. Get it jacked up. In fact, I'm just going to get some wheel chocks to block the wheels. One sec. These are the ones I used. They're the only ones my supplier had in at the time, but they actually work. Even though they're plastic, they fold out. And these spikes go into the ground and stop it rolling forward. They're pretty decent actually. I've used them on big 4x4s on hills and they actually work. Not that I'd recommend using plastic ones. I'm going to be buying metal ones as soon as I can, and the reason why I say that is I've just seen these are actually cracked, so I won't use this one. I'll use this one. Dear me. Yeah, so I need to get some metal ones ASAP. But that was probably from doing a big 4x4 on a hill and being quite aggressive with it. Ow. Get the car on the jack stand. Shouldn't roll anywhere now. Get this wheel off. So we have the ABS sensor connector here. Let's try and get this off. Probably need to use 2 hands. Oh, no you don't. That came straight out, surprisingly. I wonder what's going on there. That's going to the sensor. Then we have the connector side. This side, I'll have to use 2 hands to try and get this off. Then we'll do tests between this and the module up top. I'll show you what just stung me, because it's right on my elbow. Look at them. Nice. I can't see any dock leaves anywhere either. Oh, actually, there's always some close by. I think I can see some. I might have to use one in a sec. Get this off. Wow. You can tell someone a bit rough's been here before, because all that's broken. But the 2 pins look okay. Right, so we'll get 2 alligator clips on there, and we'll go up to the... Oh, is there another connector here? There is. Let's have a look at this connector. Get you nice and close. Alright. So there to there. Which one do we trust? Where should we start? I suppose we could just quickly test between here and here, which is what we'll do. Try not to knock the camera, but I need to also get this off. That just pulls off nice. So yeah, we'll do a quick continuity check between these two to cancel out this little extension part, make sure there is continuity there. Right then, I've got the multimeter set up. I have the negative, the COM port on the multimeter negative on a black crocodile clip. We'll clip it up to one side of this connector. We're on continuity on beat test. As you can hear, let's check this side. Continuity, no short either, which is good. So let's check the other side. Continuity, no short. Just make sure I've got them the right way around again. Continuity, no short there. So this is good. All right. We will go into, we'll clip on there, we'll put this back round, reconnect this, and stick it back on the car. Then we will crocodile clip on here, or alligator clip, whatever you want to call it. We'll go on one side, and now we're going to try and get continuity up top at the pump. Let me just pause and show you. Right, so it's going to be a little tricky for you to see because I can't hold the camera and show you as I'm doing this, but the connector's here. This is the ABS pump, ABS unit here, and we're just going to pop this release tab out of the connector while also pulling up on the connector. And we'll get it out, and there we go. So let's just have a look at the connections, make sure they look okay. They all look good. Let's run our continuity checks. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 separate pairs of pins, and I'm assuming this is front left, or front left, front right, rear right, ABS. Can you guys see the pins? I'm not sure you can, but there's 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, with a gap, an empty gap in between. So I'm sure it'd be quick and easy to find. Let's have a look. Multimeter at the top. On continuity, start with this one. No, there we go, boom. So we've got continuity on that one. So I can just leave, that's on the left. I can just, oh, I'll do it this side. I can just leave that in now. Go below. Oh, hopefully try and show you the meter so you can see the screen. Can you see it? Just about, yeah. And I'll change it on the, make sure that pin's still in there. No, that's not in this. Keep that in there. Keep that like that. There we go. So, front left has continuity. I think we can do our diagnosis just with the info we have already. Front left, there is continuity, and we know that the front left one has been changed with a brand new one. So it would have had this fault before. The garage would have gone, oh yeah, it's good, done a scan, front left, we need to change it. They've changed it and it's still the same fault. So that's where they gave up and said you need an auto electrician. And we can see that unless it's been very unlucky and had a faulty new hub, replacement hub on the front with an ABS sensor, then it's going to be a failed module. The fact that the rear left is also showing as faulty would say to me that this is a faulty ABS module, and it's quite common on these Vauxhalls, on the what are they, Marivas, Zafiras, all around the same age, from 2006, 7, 8 ish up to about 14, 15. The coolant reservoir, as I'll show you, lives on top of the ABS pump. Lives on top of the ABS pump, and I've done a few of these where over time you get a little bit of coolant leaking, and you can't really see any coolant leaking on this one visibly, but it may well have just failed, or it may well have at some point got wet a couple of times, and it will have caused it to fail eventually. I've had these fail from these leaking, or people overfilling them, dripping down onto the module, and eventually they're failing and causing all sorts of issues, traction control issues, ABS issues. So as we know the sensor's correct, because it's just been changed, I'm not going to tell the customer to get it changed again. We can safely, I would say, ascertain that the module is gone. Luckily these aren't a lot second hand. We'll quote them up for a second hand on supply and fit, and then we'll just have to come back out, fit it, bleed all the brakes, and we should find that his front left and rear left sensors suddenly start working again, because I want to say there's no fault to the circuit, and we know the front left one's in fact new. So I guess that will be it. I was expecting it to be a bit more difficult than that, but or more time consuming, but yeah, I think that's it for this video. If this has been informative, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel greatly, and the more subscribers we get, the more we will be wanting to do some more exciting videos, some car reviews, some car tuning, bike tuning, drag races, you know, all sorts. There's just going to be lots going on. Got lots of plans, lots of ideas. So currently my day-to-day activities are currently fixing cars, which is what I always do. So I'm hoping to try and free up some time to do some other things, to make some real interesting content for the channel. So yeah, stay tuned, and I will see you again soon. PS, forget what I said about these plastic wheel chocks. I just rolled the vehicle forward probably about 5 inches up against it, and this is the result. So yeah, these will be going in the bin, and I would advise no one to ever use these. Thanks for watching, see you soon.